Everybody, we are continuing the civics part. What is democracy and why democracy? In this part, we will discuss about arguments for democracy. Okay, so let us come to the board. In the previous classes, we have discussed many features of democracy, which shows the merits of democracy. That in our world, maximum more than 90% countries, those have already adopted the democratic administration. But do you know, in this democratic system of administration, there are also many negative points, or that is argument against democracy. In this part we will discuss. Let us discuss about the first part. Leaders keep changing in a democracy. This leads to instability. Why there is instability? Because sometimes not, it is maximum times. Leaders are keep changing. In our country, the leaders are changing. For example, now in our country, Prime Minister is Manmohan Singh. The Prime Minister from 2004 to 2014. He was the leader of the country. 2014 to 2000, now it is continuing. 2020, it is the leader, now the leader is Narendra Modi. So it proves that the leaders keep changing in a democracy. This leads to instability because we are unable to take the long-term decisions, because they are chosen for only 5 years. For the next 5 years, who will be the leader? Nobody can know. So they are always busy for their own interests. They are taking very less interest for the country. So this may be a negative sides of the democracy. So come to the second point. Democracy is all about political competition. There is a political competition every 5 years. Leaders are keep changing regularly. A huge amount of money from our country it is spending all elections. That is crores of money we are spending in all elections. We do the expenditure crores of money. This also a negative sides of the democracy sides, and it is a power play. What do you mean by power play? Those are in the power, they are dominate in the country. Okay. But decisions always delay. Why decision is delay? Because due to the always taking decisions, it is always time taking, because we have to go through the all political leaders. Those are the members of the parliament, any other house, or members of the legislative assembly, because we have to take all consent. That it take always delay. That means time taking. Decisions are time taking. We could not take decision alone. For this reason, it is time taking procedure. Leaders do not know the best interest of the people. Sometimes it is observed that leaders, those are the leaders, they don't know what is the interest of the people, because they are less connected with the common people. So the common people are suffered due to the leaders' inability. Let's come to the point number 5. Leads to corruption, and for it's based on electoral competition. That means they know for this year they have won in the election and they got a seat in member of parliament. They became a member of parliament, but they don't know in the next election they may win or may not be win. So for this reason, if they come to the 5 years, they always corrupted, because they have to recover their money they have already spent in the election, and they have to save the money for the next election. They have to do the expenditure of the money. So for this reason, they are always corrupted, and they are maximum leaders are corrupted because they have to earn money for their own interest. The sixth point is ordinary people don't know what is good for them, because they choose the leaders, but it is observed, it is found that maximum times they choose the wrong leaders because of their money, because of their influence, dominant role. For this reason, they maximum times they choose the wrong leaders, and wrong leaders could not take wise decisions for themselves. So they could not choose the leaders properly, and they suffer for that. And the common people, they don't know what is right, what is wrong, what is better for them. They don't know. So for this reason, they are suffering. So There are many others negative sides, but it is given in your book. I have discussed these negative sides, and there may be a question come in the exam. What are the demerits of democracy? And these are the main points of the demerits of democracy. We can say that democracy is not a magical solution, because we have adopted democracy in our country after independence, but till now we are unable to remove the poverty in our country, and democracy always could not take the wise decisions, Sometimes democracy became dictator. Many examples are there. We will not discuss about it. In the next class we will discuss about the argument for democracy or the merits of democracy. Thank you. I wish have a nice day.